When Margaret Thompson from Denver celebrated her 72nd birthday last spring, she never imagined that a simple change in her breakfast routine would transform her golden years. Like millions of Americans her age, Margaret had been struggling with something most people don't talk about openly: the gradual loss of muscle mass that makes climbing stairs feel like scaling mountains and opening jars seem impossible. What Margaret discovered wasn't found in expensive protein powders or fancy supplements gathering dust in her medicine cabinet. It wasn't whey protein, which so many fitness enthusiasts swear by. Instead, it was something far more accessible, something that had been sitting right there in grocery stores across America, often overlooked by those seeking the fountain of youth for their aging muscles. The truth about sarcopenia, that gradual muscle wasting that affects nearly 40% of adults over 65, isn't just about getting weaker, it's about losing independence, confidence, and the ability to live life on your own terms. But here's what the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. The most powerful tool for fighting this silent threat might already be in your kitchen, waiting to be rediscovered. Today, we're going to explore this remarkable food that builds muscle more effectively than many expensive protein supplements. We'll discover why Margaret's story represents hope for millions of older Americans, and how you can harness this natural muscle-building powerhouse to reclaim your strength and vitality. If you're ready to learn how to fight sarcopenia naturally and effectively, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's dive into this life-changing discovery together. Margaret's journey began, like so many others her age. After retiring from her career as a high school principal in Colorado, she noticed subtle changes that crept up gradually. The grocery bags felt heavier each month. Getting up from her favorite armchair required more effort. Simple tasks that once felt automatic now demanded conscious effort and planning. Her daughter, Sarah, noticed these changes during their weekly phone calls. Margaret would mention feeling tired after activities that used to energize her. She talked about avoiding social gatherings because walking from the parking lot to the restaurant felt daunting. The vibrant woman who had commanded classroom for 30 years was slowly shrinking into herself, both literally and figuratively. What Margaret experienced has a name: sarcopenia, and it affects millions of Americans over 60. This condition involves the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength, typically beginning around age 30 but accelerating significantly after 65. Research shows that without intervention, adults can lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass each decade after 30, with the rate of loss doubling after 70. But Margaret's story took an unexpected turn when she attended her granddaughter's college graduation in Boston. During the family celebration dinner, she struck up a conversation with Dr. Robert Chen, a nutrition researcher from Harvard who was seated at their table. Margaret mentioned her struggles with daily activities, expecting the typical advice about expensive protein supplements or complicated exercise routines. Instead, Dr. Chen shared something that surprised everyone at the table. He talked about emerging research on a particular food that showed remarkable potential for muscle protein synthesis, the process by which our bodies build new muscle tissue. This food wasn't exotic or expensive. It wasn't a powder you mix with water or a pill you swallow 3 times daily. The food Dr. Chen described was Greek yogurt, specifically the thick, creamy variety that contains significantly more protein than regular yogurt, but not just any Greek yogurt, and not consumed just any way. The key was in the timing, the quantity, and the specific type of protein it contained. Greek yogurt contains all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies cannot produce on their own. More importantly, it's particularly rich in leucine, an amino acid that acts like a switch for muscle protein synthesis. Research has shown that leucine triggers the mTOR pathway, essentially telling our muscles to start building new tissue. For older adults, this leucine trigger becomes increasingly important as our bodies become less sensitive to protein's muscle-building signals. Dr. Chen explained that while whey protein supplements do contain leucine, Greek yogurt offers something more comprehensive. It provides casein protein, which releases amino acids slowly over several hours, creating a sustained muscle-building environment. This slow release is particularly beneficial for older adults whose muscle protein synthesis rates have naturally declined with age. Margaret listened intently as Dr. Chen described studies showing that older adults who consume Greek yogurt regularly maintained more muscle mass than those who relied solely on traditional protein sources or even whey supplements. The research revealed that the combination of fast-acting whey proteins and slow-releasing casein proteins in Greek yogurt created an optimal environment for muscle preservation and growth. What convinced Margaret to try this approach wasn't just the science, it was the simplicity. Unlike complicated supplement regimens or restrictive diets, incorporating Greek yogurt into her daily routine seemed manageable. Dr. Chen recommended starting with 6 to 8 ounces of high-quality Greek yogurt daily, preferably consumed within 2 hours after any physical activity, even something as simple as a morning walk. Margaret returned to Denver with renewed hope and a simple plan. She began each day with a bowl of Greek yogurt, topped with fresh berries and a handful of walnuts. The berries provided antioxidants to fight inflammation, while the walnuts added healthy fats and additional protein. This wasn't just breakfast. It was her daily investment in maintaining independence and vitality. The changes didn't happen overnight, but they were noticeable within weeks. Margaret found herself climbing the stairs to her second-floor bedroom with less huffing and puffing. Grocery shopping became less of an endurance test and more of an enjoyable weekly outing. Her energy levels stabilized, and she began looking forward to activities rather than dreading them. 3 months into her Greek yogurt routine, Margaret decided to add a second serving to her day, enjoying a smaller portion as an afternoon snack. This timing aligned with research showing that spreading protein intake throughout the day optimizes muscle protein synthesis in older adults. Her body was getting a steady supply of high-quality amino acids, maintaining the muscle-building environment her aging muscles needed. The transformation wasn't just physical. As Margaret regained strength and confidence, she began resuming activities she had gradually abandoned. She rejoined her book club, started volunteering at the local library, and even signed up for a gentle yoga class designed for seniors. Her world began expanding again, fueled by the strength she was rebuilding one spoonful at a time. But Margaret's success story goes beyond just muscle building. Greek yogurt provided additional benefits that complemented her anti-sarcopenia efforts. The probiotics supported her digestive health, improving her body's ability to absorb nutrients from all her meals. The calcium and vitamin D content supported bone health, creating a strong foundation for her rebuilding muscles. Research supports Margaret's experience. Studies comparing Greek yogurt to whey protein supplementation in older adults found that those consuming Greek yogurt showed equal or superior improvements in muscle mass and strength. The yogurt group also reported better compliance with the regimen, finding it more enjoyable and sustainable than mixing protein powders. One particularly compelling study followed adults over 70 for 12 weeks, comparing those who consume Greek yogurt daily to those using whey protein supplements and a control group receiving standard dietary advice. The Greek yogurt group showed the greatest improvements in functional strength measures, including grip strength, chair standability, and walking speed, all key indicators of independence in older adults. The leucine content in Greek yogurt deserves special attention. This amino acid not only triggers muscle protein synthesis, but also helps prevent muscle breakdown during periods of reduced activity. For older adults who may have days when they're less active due to weather, health concerns, or other factors, maintaining leucine levels helps preserve existing muscle mass. Margaret learned to maximize Greek yogurt's benefits through strategic consumption timing. She discovered that consuming it within the 2-hour window after any physical activity, even light housework or gardening, enhanced its muscle-building effects. This post-activity window is when muscles are most receptive to protein's building signals. The convenience factor cannot be overstated. Unlike protein powders that require mixing and can taste chalky or artificial, Greek yogurt is ready to eat and naturally delicious. Margaret could take it anywhere, from doctor's appointments to visiting friends. This portability ensured she never missed her daily muscle-building nutrition. Even when away from home, quality matters significantly when choosing Greek yogurt for muscle-building purposes. Margaret learned to read labels carefully, selecting varieties with at least 15 grams of protein per serving and minimal added sugars. She discovered that plain Greek yogurt mixed with natural sweeteners like honey or fresh fruit provided optimal nutrition without the blood sugar spikes that can interfere with muscle-building processes. The economic advantage of Greek yogurt over protein supplements became apparent over time. While a container of quality Greek yogurt costs significantly less than most protein powders, it provides comparable or superior muscle-building benefits, along with additional nutrients that supplements often lack. For older adults on fixed incomes, this cost-effectiveness makes consistent use more sustainable. Margaret's success inspired her to share her discovery with friends facing similar challenges. She organized informal gatherings where she would prepare Greek yogurt parfaits with various healthy toppings. Creating a social element around this muscle-building strategy, these gatherings became popular events where seniors could support each other's health goals while enjoying delicious, nutritious food. The scientific community continues to recognize Greek yogurt's potential in fighting age-related muscle loss. Researchers are exploring optimal consumption patterns, ideal flavor combinations, and ways to enhance its muscle-building properties through food pairing. This ongoing research validates what Margaret experienced firsthand. Greek yogurt represents a powerful, accessible tool in the fight against sarcopenia. As Margaret approaches her 73rd birthday, she reflects on the year that changed everything. The simple decision to incorporate Greek yogurt into her daily routine transformed not just her physical capabilities, but her entire outlook on aging. She no longer fears becoming dependent on others or losing her autonomy. Instead, she plans adventures, volunteers for physically demanding community projects, and serves as an inspiration to other seniors facing similar challenges. Her granddaughter recently visited from Boston. Amazed by her grandmother's renewed vitality, Margaret proudly demonstrated her ability to carry heavy boxes, climb stairs without hesitation, and maintain energy throughout long days. The woman who had been slowly withdrawing from life was now fully engaged, proving that the right nutrition strategy can turn back the clock on muscle aging. Dr. Chen's advice had been simple but profound. Choose whole foods over supplements when possible. Prioritize protein timing and quality. And remember that small, consistent changes create dramatic long-term results. Greek yogurt embodied all these principles in one convenient, affordable, and delicious package. Margaret's story reminds us that fighting sarcopenia doesn't require expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are hiding in plain sight, waiting in the dairy aisle of our local grocery store. Greek yogurt's combination of high-quality complete proteins, optimal amino acid profiles, and practical convenience makes it an ideal choice for older adults committed to maintaining their strength and independence. If you found Margaret's story inspiring and want to learn more strategies for healthy aging, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Have you tried using Greek yogurt as part of your muscle-building routine? Share your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear how this simple food has impacted your health journey. And if this information could help someone you care about, please share this video with them. Together, we can help more seniors discover the power of proper nutrition in maintaining strength and vitality throughout their golden years. Remember, it's never too late to start building the strong, resilient body that will carry you confidently through whatever adventures await in your future. Margaret's transformation began with a single conversation and one simple dietary change. Your journey toward renewed strength and independence could start just as easily today.